Greetings, Sagittarius. Welcome to True Prediction Tea, and I'm Beverly. And we are in February 2022. So we're going to pull your angel cards here. Three of them came out. So let's see what they're saying here for you, Sag. The first one says here that the Archangel Michael, ask Archangel Michael to help you with this situation. So some of you Sagittarius could be in a situation where it's like that. You really need help. You really need support. You really need answers here. And I do feel like that you are getting the answers in the help. It say this situation is already resolved. So yes, you definitely you ask for the help, so support. It say you protected, so you got real protection that is here. It kind of feels like some of you Sagittarius excuse me, some of you Sagittarius was almost about to crash. And so whatever this crash was about here, but I feel like you dodged it. You was able to not crash here. This is why it seems like you was asking for help. You was asking for support, and help and support came along right at the nick of time here. So I don't feel like that you were crashing. Some of you, this could have been on a personal level, relationship situations here. And so I feel like that you were able to, how they say, dodge the bullet vibration. So you was able to avoid, and see, it took strength, and you come from a position of strength that's here. And I feel like that whatever this is that some of you Sagittarius have been going through, I feel like it made the situation stronger. So if you had some relationship challenges, I feel like that you come out of it with the relationship being stronger. If you had some financial challenges, you come out of it more stronger than when you went in. I also see here too that some of you Sagittarius, that you could have been dealing with something, and this is like an emergency. So this is something that just happened all of a sudden. That's why it felt like an accident. You avoided an accident or a crash here. I'm also seeing here too where it's like a wake-up call. So this is the energy here where you like, wait a minute, you know, I could have crashed, but I didn't, so I got to make some changes here. And this is where I feel like that you are at. You are ready to make some changes. You know how sometimes they say you be forced to make changes, and so because you're being stubborn. I do feel like that, Sagittarius. I don't see you being stubborn. This is an energy where it say you learned your lesson here. And you know how sometimes you experience some things and you like, oh, I will never do that. Just give me one more chance and I will never do that again. I also see here too that there's definitely a coming together. So I feel like that there could have been some major problems in a relationship. There could have been almost a divorce or almost a major breakup. But again, you were able to save the situation that's here. And whatever you felt vulnerable in, whatever you felt that you wasn't safe in, Sag, you definitely have protection that's here. I also see here too that you able to break through whatever that was hindering you. And so you releasing now, you've taken a look and you taking inventory of what the problems is or what the situation is here. And so you are cleaning things out here. You making a change here. You understanding that it's not nobody else's responsibility. This is your responsibility to make the changes. So some of you have mended a broken heart, mended a relationship here. And once your relationship is mended or coming back together, everything else in your life starts to come back together. So I'm seeing here that this is the energy you are in, Sagittarius, of putting things back together, mending things back up, sewing things back up. What was ripped apart, you are able to sew it back together, glue it back together, pin it back together, whatever the situation is. And so this is an energy, yep, the Lovers. So there could have been definitely a breakup or pulling apart, whatever the situation is. You are able to, you got the strength. It takes strength here to patch things up, to mend things up, to make things happen here, to put things back on the right track. And so this is what I feel like that's going on, that's here. And so this is an energy here too, where the strength, this is where I feel like that you got strength that you didn't even know that you had. You had to tap into, you had to tap into your higher powers here. I feel like that this someone could have been in an abusive situation. I feel like that you had to turn things around. You had to do some healing here. So somebody was doing some emotional healing that's going on here. So this is getting well. This is recovering vibration that I'm seeing that's here. I'm also seeing here too that I feel like that for you to be able to save things, to accomplish things here, you had to get things moving here. So I do feel like that this is an energy here where you making things happen. You the one got to make, you can't just stand there. You can't be stuck. You got to move to another direction. And so this is where I feel, Sag, that you're doing. You're making the moves here that you need to make. And because you are sincere in the changes that you need to make, this is, you are able to accomplish. Some of you might have been dealing with whatever the darkness that you were dealing with here. So there could have been some mental things going on, like I say, emotional, relationship, but you acing it. You dealt with it. You didn't run from it. And you released yourself, because whatever this was, it was keeping you stuck here. And so I definitely see that you are able to get unstuck. You are able to release yourself. I'm also seeing here too that I feel like that you finally won. It's almost like you had lost something and now you're trying to get it back. And I do feel like that you were able to get it back. Also, I feel here that somebody here, that you could been, something could have been stolen. That could have been something to do with music, something to do, whatever this is. You all have different situations. So it might have been taken from you or stolen from you. And so you have to get it back. And I do feel like that that's what this is saying here. It's saying that you definitely are able to get things back. And it's not going to be very difficult here for you. You got the strength to do this. So you putting things back in order. You lining things back up here. And it's in your hands here. So all it takes is your attention. That's all it took, was for your attention. And that's what you did. You give it your attention here. And so now you are able to correct what was that needed correction in your life. This is a coming together. So whatever, like I say, whatever the problem was, the situation, you mended it back together. This is definitely a coming back together energy that's here. This is here, you focused. You were sincere. You had to be focused. You had to be sincere. You had to want this. I feel a lot of passion here. With a lot of you Sagittarius here. I feel like that you were confused. You was uncertain. You ain't know which way or how you wanted to do certain things. And so I feel you were stuck here. And now you in this energy that your mind is made up. You know what you want. You determined. You went after what you want. You come from a position of honesty, of being truthful, and now you're able to see you can regain what it is that you was getting away from you, or whatever it is that you felt like that you were losing here. So I do see here too where a lot of you, I feel, was blindsided. You wasn't paying attention to certain things here. And again, your eyes is opening, you know, and it's kind of like, oh, I got to catch up. This done got away from me. I got to go get this back. I got to, and I got to make sure that and you had to work on it. You had to have your mind made up that this is what you really want, and you had to go for it here. And it made you like, no, you can't recover this if you're not serious. So I do see Sagittarius where you feel like that you are serious. I feel you more serious than you ever been. I feel like some of you was on the fence. You thought you wanted to go in a certain direction, but then it's like, no, 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 I'm not. That's not for me. So I do feel like that your mind is definitely made up here, Sagittarius. And so this is an energy here that you looking to the future. You making sure that you know what you want. You didn't know before. You was kind of, I felt some kind of confusion going on here. I don't see no confusion anymore, Sag. You like, I know what I want. I see you standing your ground here. You coming from a position of truth. I see you speaking your truth here. And because it's the truth, and that's dealing with honesty. And so I'm seeing putting things in order. You determine here to put things in order and to keep things in order here. So this is an energy here where you letting the doubts go. You letting you saying here, no, I'm putting this back together, and you're going to definitely keep it together here. I feel like that this is an energy where you, all that inner negativity that was going on there, you correcting all of that energy that is there. So you got this real strong determination, Sagittarius. It's like my mind is made up. Now you can see where you're going. Now you know what you want, and you are determined here. This is an energy here where, again, it feels like you lost something and you got to get it back. And I do see you getting it back, but it's more like mending. So like I say, it's like a personal situation. This could definitely be a relationship that fell apart or got away from you, and you like, yes, now I know for sure this is what I want. You thought you could walk away. You thought that you wanted something else, but now you saying, no, my mind is made up and I'm determined. And you're speaking your truth here. And so you can't be playing around. You can't be undecided. That's what it is. So I feel like that some of you Sagittarius, you felt like that there was some you were uncomfortable or you wasn't safe in something. It say you safe, go for it. It's saying here that in your situation it's already resolved. So what you want, because you made up your mind, because you know what it is that you want, it's like it's already a done deal. You got this. So Sagittarius, you have regained what you felt like that had got away from you, and now it's like you putting it together solid because your mind is made up. So congratulations here, and thanks for stopping by, and I will talk to you again shortly.